What is the worst thing about being skinny? It's so easy to hit your pelvic bone on the side into things, and it hurts so much. You cannot do a very splashy cannonball into the pool. Going to an amusement park and realizing that no one else thinks the seats on the rides are too hard. I was in pain. Sometimes even just sitting hurts because there's not enough fat to cushion the bones and they press directly on the nerves. Finding pants that fit. It's easier to be tossed around in a fight. Not being able to sit on hard surfaces for any length of time. As someone who was underweight in my childhood up to my early 20s, and suddenly obese in my 30s. It doesn't matter what weight you are, people will always have something to say about it. But one thing I hated about being skinny was always being the one to have to sit in the middle seat in the car. Cold. People assuming you have an eating disorder. People telling me that I look hungry. Pants never stay up. As a man, when I was too lean, I felt like other men didn't really respect me and some would even try to intimidate me. I went from 150 pounds at 20 to around 190 pounds in my 30s after years of gym, chicken, and beer. Now I feel men will move out of the way more in the street and treat me normally. Less bullshit getting one over on me. Remember, the top comment on today's video will make it into tomorrow's video. Be sure to answer the question in the comments below. The worst part of being skinny for me was no one actually looking into why I was skinny and just throwing the anorexic label on me, threatening to shove tubes into me if I didn't just simply eat more, even though eating more would usually just worsen the agony and nausea I got from eating. I am diagnosed with Crohn's disease these days, and that was back when it was at its absolute worst. People noticing every fluctuation in weight. Clothes never fit well. Whenever the length is good, the width is too much. Whenever the width is good, it's too short. You know when you lay down on your bed, ready to relax and sleep? Well, unless I lay correctly my ribs will start aching, and my hips might too. Women say, "Oh, you're so skinny," and you feel weak. People assuming that you must be healthy because you're skinny, leading you to cruise on through with all those unhealthy eating habits until you hit your 30s and then whoops, you're not skinny anymore and you can't manage it so well. Source: me. I literally can't do anything right when it comes to food, apparently. If I eat anything, everyone loses their shit like, where are you gonna put that, or that's a lot of food for your size, or you eat like a bird. But if I skip a meal, suddenly everyone's freaking out about, you're so skinny, you should eat something. And then I get called sensitive for being uncomfortable eating in front of people. As a woman, you can't talk about your body issues. Other women will assume you are bragging or trying to make them feel bad. Harder to maintain body temperature. I get cold way too easily, need to wear thicker clothes than my friends. People feel the need to just fucking pick you up all the time. Put me down. I don't care how strong you are. People can body shame you and you're supposed to take it as a compliment. People informing you that you're skinny like you didn't already know. My partner and I are both skinny. When we are intimate, it often happens that it's just bone on bone, which is not comfortable. Like this morning we were spooning. I was the littlest spoon. And he had his arm resting on my hip. That's all it takes. There is just no soft cushion between us. Doorknobs. Why, you ask? Well, I'm skinny and tall, doorknobs are precisely hip height for me. Every so often I'll hit the knob with my hip bone, no fat or anything to protect it. It's like someone kicking your shins, but this is self-inflicted. Lap isn't as comfy for dog to sit on. Thank you for this post. It's been a real eye-opener. I'm overweight and have always thought that saying someone is skinny is giving them a compliment, which was my intent. I have always thought that being skinny was such a good thing. This has changed my mind and will absolutely change my behavior. As 6 feet 5 inches person that was and still is a bit skinny. Clothes do not fit nicely, not enough muscles, hard to gain them as well, not the strongest insecurity that comes with being different. Hard to feel confident if you are nowhere near the ideal body type. I am tall, so not so much, but short skinny person might be easily disrespected. Annoying comments. People thinking you starve yourself to be one. The bracelets and watches never fit. Not having curves. Having to wear children's clothes. The long-term problem of low bone density when you get older. Start lifting those weights in your 20s and 30s to maintain good bone density, ladies. Layers of clothing / cold hands and feet. Being told, have you tried eating? When you express being cold, people feeling obliged to comment on how skinny you are. Somehow it's totally unacceptable to tell someone you're so fat, why don't you just stop eating so much? But to many people it seems totally fine to comment, oh, you're so skinny, can't you just eat some more? Off. Your comments about my body are not welcome. For me it's not the being skinny thing itself, it's the reason. I hate food. I hate shopping for it, I hate cooking it, and I hate eating it. I'm not anorexic, but I have other mental health issues and my throat just closes up and everything feels disgusting when I'm stressed. This sucks, because humans need to eat. Edit. I had no idea so many people felt this way. or that there was a diagnosis for it, ARFID. Thank you all so much for sharing your experiences and advice, and I hope we all get better. Yellow Heart, Vulcan Salute.